Yo, peoples, Qushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another iteration of Qushu Views Anime. Onwards to the next episode of One Piece, so let's get it started! Last we left off, a lot of things were happening, such as Big Mom going on a rampage. We got the continuation of the fight between Zoro and King, and we got to see just what he could do with this pterodactyl form. Well, Pteranodon. And the fight kept getting more and more intense for Zoro to the point where his back is literally against the wall right now. And thanks to Hiyori playing the shamisen, somehow Enma activates and forcibly starts drawing the haki from Zoro right there on the spot. And then of course Hiyori revealed herself to Orochi. And the way she's looking at him is so devious. Zoro faces adversity, a monster, King the Wildfire. We still have the Kazenbo making its way down through the castle. Now, mind you, I didn't mention this in the last episode, but CP0 got caught up inside of the Kazenbo. But seeing as how they says, like, what is this, a lump of flame? How annoying. They might be fine. If they're responding to something that has basically set flame to literally everything, both animate and inanimate. So I know I'm applying common sense type knowledge and common sense to this whole ordeal. But wouldn't it make more sense to probably not be underneath this thing if you're firing at it? Because let's say the bullets did in fact work. What happens if it falls on you and it's still burning? You get caught up in it. Now, that may not be all that important because Yamato has basically come to the conclusion that if Kazenbo makes its way through the floor, it's going to make its way towards the armory. And if it makes its way towards the armory, then it's going to blow up everything in the armory. And well, we already know what will happen to Onigashima if it crashes to the ground. All those explosives will go up. And what did I tell you? CP0 is fine. They're walking through the fire. Sorry, but Batman pulled off walking through the flames a whole lot better. I'm sorry, but he did. What type of clothes y'all got? Y'all got the tactical lining from John Wick? Where the only thing that happened to y'all clothes is just slight smoke? Apu? He's having way too much fun right now, taking photos of CP0. Look, what did I just say? Yo! This dude! He blitzed Apu before he could even finish speaking! He was already in him, he was already on him, and his finger was already in his neck. Yo, Apu's bleeding out. He's bleeding out. Look at the finger. What? Was Drake smiling just for a second there? He kind of smiled. Now CP0's gunning for Drake. Yo, Apu's still up. And he used his powers on Bowler Hat Dude. And it hurt him because he's bleeding. Is this the first time we're seeing blood from CP0? Yo, we haven't seen Drake in his Allosaurus form in a hot minute. But now, apparently, we have Apu and Drake versus CP0. And now we got Momonosuke still trying to move Onigashima. But you only got like one band of flame clouds there, Momonosuke. You might need just a tad bit more. And now we're back with Hiyori. Oh, she's playing a shamisen again. And now we're back to Zoro. All right, it looks like Enma calmed down. Gave the man his gains back. And the clash between Zoro and King continues. And King has got some moves on him if he's able to knock Zoro around. King literally says, I'll give you a chance, do whatever you want. And he's letting Zoro hit him. And it was a trap. And now we're back with Queen versus Sanji. And they're reusing the skywalk from his episode. I mean, this was a great kick and all. But I guess we're getting like a reminder of what happened during the 2 episodes ago. Oh, looks like we're finding out the history of who or what King is. A Lunarian, a tribe of people who were able to survive basically anywhere, once being known as gods. Okay, so when did Zoro become a Super Saiyan? Look at the aura that he's got going up against him. Ooh, He used Shisunsun. There's a cut. And this is usually one of Zoro's favorite moves to use. But apparently it didn't do jack because now King's about to do the Imperial Deep Fried Steak again. Every time the shamisen plays, Enma acts up. Woo! It grazed him. It grazed him in his side. Look at the destruction. Wow. King's face for a split second looked completely ridiculous. And Zoro's free falling. Oh wow, we're getting memories of Kuino way back when. Oh wait, not Kuina. I meant to say Tashigi, because this is when Zoro was inside the sword shop inside of Loketown. Can't wait to read through this chapter section when I start doing my One Piece read through. I really just had a Zoro moment where I mistaked Tashigi for being Kuina, didn't I? Wow. And this is the moment he was choosing his sword, and also the moment he trusted his own luck versus the curse of the Kitetsu. His luck won over the curse. I still remember seeing that back when I was watching the 4Kids version of that episode. I still remember seeing that and I was thinking, that is a cool way to get a sword picked out. As dangerous as that is. Wow, King knocked him way up there. Wado Ichimonchi, that's Kuina's sword. Out of all the swords he has, that is one he absolutely cherishes above all else. Can you imagine what would happen if Zoro ever lost that sword or something ever happens to that sword? It would absolutely wreck him. Oh, we're finding out who created the blades themselves? The Blade of Enma, created by Shimotsuke Kozaburo. Not only Enma, but Wado Ichimonji as well. Both swords were created by the same person. So the question is, how did that sword end up all the way in the East Blue? On the next episode of One Piece, The Secret of Enma, the cursed sword entrusted to Zoro. I smell some good animation! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, yet another fun episode of One Piece. I'm glad it really did center on Zoro and his fight with King. Of course, we had moments with Apu and Drake going up against CP0. That whole section where Bowler Hat Dude blitzed Apu and already embedded his finger deep into his neck, and then Apu was just bleeding out. I was like, oh, these people are fast. I mean, you would think I'd know what fast is for this series, given how many characters can move faster than the average person. But just seeing that moment where even Apu couldn't even finish his sentence, and the dude was all like, yeah, time for you to die. And then just jabbed him into the... Can you imagine? That's how you're executed? Like, that's how assassins come after you? They take their finger, and then they just jab it into a vital organ. No gun. No sword, just a finger. Because it's hard. I mean, I wouldn't say it's hard, but, like, when the murder weapon is your body, it's... Okay, I'm getting off track here. It didn't cut to, like, Law and Kid. It did recap some scenes a little bit, like showing Big Mom. It showed Sanji going up against Queen. Queen explaining that King is from an extinct... tribe called Lunarians who are able to survive in all natural environments. And they're extinct now, but they were once known as gods. So, yeah, King is even more special than all of the Tobiropo and the lead performers combined because of basically what he can do. I won't say what all he can do, but it's something. And then of course we have Zoro. Sorry, I took a pause there. It's just like, this was like, I wouldn't say it was like a massive monumental episode. It did showcase Zoro going up against a foe who is incredibly strong. Like, for him to use Shisunsun on him and it does nothing. Like, literally, you see the beam go up King's face, but the effect of it does absolutely nothing, and he pretty much grazes Zoro with that Imperial Deep Fried Steak, and almost sends him falling off the edge of Onigashima, and then King kicks him back, and it's like, this dude, if he doesn't figure out what's going on with King and how to beat it, he's not going to beat him. That's how this is all set up. But Now we're starting to slowly get some history about the swords of Zoro. Kuina's sword, the Wado Ichimonji, and Enma were all, as well as Ame no Habakiri, were all made by the same person, the legendary swordsmith Shimotsuki Kozaburo. Yet Zoro is wondering, how did a sword made by someone in the land of Wano wind up all the way in the East Blue? How did it end up over there? So, lots of questions, but the episodes are getting closer to showing you the answers. But I feel like I've drawn on for far too long. I need to go ahead and get this sorted out and see if the video turned out all right, because I've noticed it's been looking a little bit choppy. So I'm working on trying to fix that so we don't have those problems anymore. But you guys let me know what you thought of this episode. I enjoyed it, but I know that there are even better episodes ahead. So to everyone here, all I can say at the end of the day is, well, evening is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. And maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples.